Welcome. Welcome to another edition of Who Blew Today's Mets Game. And once again, we have what feels like a new candidate every night at this point because it feels like every single time it is just something new with the way they're losing these games. It is a new way. I am I'm kind of just done caring and getting mad about it. Like, what do you want me to say? It's the same thing every single night. Gary Cohen brought it up on the broadcast. This team, all year long, all 121 games, when they're trailing from the eighth inning on, they have not won a single game this year. Last year, it felt like they would come back all the damn time and find ways to win these games. This year, nope. There's no fool's gold anymore. Well, no one's falling for this shit anymore. No one thinks that this team is good. Bad teams find ways to lose. This is the point. This team is not good. It is honestly that simple. And to paint the picture more, um, let me put up a tweet here on the screen from the Mets Up podcast. They have lost all of these games in the last 3 weeks. Every single one of these games, they have lost. It is embarrassing. Once again, and here's the thing, right? Because I it's like last night where I've got on Mendoza so much. I've been very critical of him. I couldn't believe people were blaming Mendoza for tonight's crap though. Like, you're telling me that he was wrong for going to Ryan Helsley there? The only thing that I could maybe criticize Mendoza for at any point in this game where I actually questioned, okay, I don't agree with this, is when it was, I think, the sixth inning. Sorry, no, the seventh inning. Yeah, the seventh inning when, and it didn't even matter because Rogers did his job. But I was questioning, okay, why is Brooks Raley not coming in with Matt Olson coming up here? That's one part where I was like, okay, maybe questionable, but I'm not going to sit here and ridicule him for it because Rogers should still get the job done. And I'm pretty sure they were mentioning he has good numbers against Olson either way. Ryan Helsley was the guy to go to in the eighth inning there, and he did not do his job. It's that simple. If you want to sit here and say Diaz should have been in then and Helsley should have got the ninth, okay. But I can't sit here and say Ryan Helsley would have done any better against Profar and Olson in the start of that ninth inning. Helsley was the right move there, and he didn't execute. And then once again, I am asking because I'm not asking for much here, but apparently I am. I didn't think I was. Where was the offense? Bryce Elder stinks. Bryce Elder is garbage. Where is the offense? Once again, I'm asking that question. You had a solo shot, and then you had the Eric Chavez special. Singles. Brandon Nimmo. Sack fly, you take it, but a middle fastball from Bryce Elder that he should be tanking. Where was the offense? And this is why when they scored 13 runs in the opener of the series, I didn't give a rat's ass. I couldn't give a single fuck about them scoring those 13 runs because we all knew it. We all knew that it wasn't going to hold up. I thought, and shame on me, I thought at the very least that they'd be able to do enough to get by against Carrasco and Elder. Shame on me. I thought that was a simple ask. But apparently I asked them to climb Mount Everest with one arm and no food. Apparently that's what we were asking by saying that. And then once again, what is that win going to be the reason Chavez sticks around? Because we scored 13 runs. It's like they have these one games here and there that break up these losing streaks, and they just explode offensively in those games. And it's like, oh, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't actually make a change when we need to. When it's pretty abundantly clear, you need to make a change. Unbelievable. Ryan Helsley has allowed 7 runs in his 5 appearances here. I can't I can't keep doing this. I can't do these every night. It's horrible. It's actually just horrible doing these every night. There's no fun doing these right now. Feels like why were there no defensive subs? Why was Taylor not in for Mullins in the 8th? I mean, Mullins should be a perfectly fine enough center fielder as is, to be honest with you. Sure, you could sit here and argue that, but I don't know. To me, I don't know if I could sit here and say that when the argument you could make is that they're so bad offensively right now that you might as well put Taylor in for his defense, and you might as well DH Nimmo or Soto. Like that's an argument I could get behind at the very least right now. It's like, what is the point of having Ronnie Mauricio DH right now when the guy's giving nothing at the plate? Neither do I, Gabriel, but here we are, the suckers that will continue to watch this shit on a nightly basis. The idiots we are. And you know what? Sorry, this comment. This is a fair argument, though, that I can't disagree with. If you're so bad offensively, you might as well just do the run prevention thing that Stearns talked about, right? There's nothing with this team. There's no juice at all with this team, and it's genuinely depressing compared to what it felt like a calendar year from today. Like a year ago today, in comparison. Granted, that series against the A's wasn't great. So I actually went back to look because I was like, that was that series, right? Yeah, which, hey, they actually won the game a year ago today, 9-1 against the A's, but way more juice last year. This team, nothing. Absolutely nothing that tells me this team has the stones to go on a run if they even get in at this rate, which I half a game back now. The Reds are half a game back. And this team is now 7 games above 500 when going to repeat the point that I've made every post game pretty much for the past 3 weeks. They were 21 games above 500. It is down to 7. Now you face the Mariners, which if you could beat up on Bryce Elder, you got another thing coming for you this week. The only reason I am going to the game on Saturday is to watch Noah McLean pitch. Other than that, because you got Luis Castillo tomorrow, Brian Wu in that Saturday game, and then Sunday, it's George Kirby against a Mariners team that is 8-2 in their last 10. They've lost 2 straight though, right? Oh, it looks like the Mariners struggled offensively in Camden Yards these past 2 days. Well, just what the doctor ordered for them. A trip to Citi Field. This is just what the doctor ordered for the Mariners. Good for them. There's no way he said that. We're in the thick of things. What does he think? He's KSI? We're in the thick of things. Yeah, and then once again, he's spewing, oh, but we have good players here. Too much talent. I, like, how many times do I have to hear the quote, we got too much talent? Like, take all that talent and shove it up your fucking rear end. I don't care. Win baseball games. I don't care. It sucks too. Because if there was something that I was ready to take as a positive tonight, Senga looked good. Senga looked good, but that doesn't even matter anymore because this is your reminder. In case you needed a reminder, this is the reminder here that it does not matter if the starters even step it up. It'd be nice, but it doesn't matter because this offense fucking stinks. Just completely garbage. The the entire bottom of the order from McNeil on, zeros in the hit column. One walk between all of them. One walk from 5 through 9. The only guy with a multi-hit game today was Lindor. That's it. And they had an opportunity in the first inning. You get 2-1, and then Pete Alonso hits into a double play. It's like clockwork. Sports was a mistake. All right. I'm ending things here. There will be a podcast at some point tomorrow. I don't know when. Tomorrow there will be a podcast, so and I'll see you guys then.